Another question for you, Mr. Pierre Bisschop, is the evolvement of the system. How would you describe the evolution from its origin with Syriacs until its form of today?
Oh, well, it has changed quite a lot. I mean, when I attended the courses in the 70s, that was Syriacs giving theoretical lectures, and he was helped by his physiotherapist in the practical sessions. But all the theoretical lectures were given by him, and he gave the whole system in 5 days. So with a maximum of theory and, I must say, rather a minimum of practice. And of course, he who knew the system inside and outside, he supposed that when you went home after 5 days, that you would know the system sufficient enough to work with it. Of course, that was not so. A minority of people went deeper into the book and studied until they understood it. But the majority, maybe after a while, couldn't have it anymore and stopped this education. And so over the years we have developed the courses. We have not changed so much to the content, at least not to the diagnostic content. The therapy evolves over the years. I will say a few words about that as well. But we started with an 8 days course, and we called it a basic course. And so we gave all the basic material. But it was accompanied by more didactic material with a workbook and so on and so on. And then later on we felt the need that we had to organize examinations. And so we did examinations after the basic course that consisted of 8 weekends in the end. And then finally we realized that we were able to give the basic materials. That means everything that you need for the majority of the patients, that everything that you need for the daily work. We realized that that was enough in a basic course, but that there was still lacking for the more rare conditions, for the more serious conditions. And so finally we started developing an advanced course as well, an advanced course that also consists of 8 weekends. And so that in the end we had a basic course followed by a basic exam and followed by an advanced course for the people who wanted to go deeper into the system. And then finally here in Scandinavia they have succeeded to develop it to a total system of orthopedic medicine whereby you have and basic course and basic exam and refresher courses after the basic course and an advanced course and refresher course after the advanced course and an advanced exam, and even for some people the possibility to do further training to become teacher in orthopedic medicine, which you become after a serious teacher examination. And all this of course is accompanied by the book that we have written, A System of Orthopedic Medicine, in which you find the whole system of Syriacs developed in theory, algorithms for the clinical reasoning and so on. So there are 2 parts. There is the diagnostic part, which is the main part, which is the strength of the Syriac system, and there is the therapeutic part. And in the therapeutic part we have a part for doctors and a part for physiotherapists. Of course, therapy is something that evolves over the years, and we start with the techniques that Syriacs has developed, but we now also introduce techniques that are used today, and there is a trend, for instance, to use shockwave therapy, there is a trend to use exercise therapy. We bring all that into the course. There is a tendency to use ultrasound for injections and infiltrations and so on. So we follow the evolution in therapy, and where necessary we do adaptations. But where we don't do adaptations, that is to the diagnostic system. The diagnostic part is so solid and is so well balanced that it is difficult to make changes to that. So we keep the diagnostic system as it existed from the beginning, but we understand that here too sometimes you need additional things. And we see, for instance, in the clinical part that there exist accessory tests, that there exist tests that are devised nowadays for diagnosis that didn't exist so many years ago. So we look at these, but we keep them as an accessory. Sometimes as a very valuable accessory, but we keep this as an accessory. So let's say that we have still the more or less same diagnostic system that Syriax developed, and next to that a therapeutic approach that is open for adaptations when necessary and when interesting.